Didn't realize that would trigger.
It's a beautiful morning, but even as we stand here, the air is out of balance. And our world may already be dying.
Oh, for sure.
That's right.
Judy!
Wow.
Good to see you're awake.
Look who's feeling better.
In the past, these slight fluctuations of the air have not negatively affected our world. There have always been beings who maintain the balance by sensing changes in the airflow.
Okay, so the
Beings like
Entelekea.
Pharaoh and Baul, the Entelekea.
So the Entelekea were responsible for keeping the air balanced.
For ages, the Entelekea have regulated the air. But the recent increase has been greater than they could control.
Which is being caused by the Hermes Blastia.
And which is also why you were going around taking down as many of them as you could.
Yes, that was my mission. The path I walk with Baul, to whom I owe my life.
The path you walk.
Now some would even hunt the Entelekea for Apatheia. This has made the mission of the Entelekea even more difficult.
Why is everybody so crazy about these Apatheia anyway?
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
question.
afraid I don't have an answer.
Oh,
The air
great.
an Entelekea absorbs becomes condensed within its body over time. When its life is at an end, that condensed air forms a crystal, an Apatheia. That's all I know. I imagine Pharaoh could shed more light on the subject, though.
So Apatheia are crystals of concentrated air. If
Yep.
that's true and the energy could be extracted from the Apatheia, it would be a source of overwhelming power, I'm sure.
Could we really do that?
I don't know.
But if that's possible, there must be tons of guys who want those things.
I bet somebody wants to use these things for the wrong reasons.
Oh, for sure.
Why didn't you just tell us all this from the beginning?
Seriously, we could have avoided all this trouble if you just talked to us.
Yeah, that would have helped.
Am I wrong?
Even if you had known, there are things not even you could have prevented.
What do you mean?
I showed up at Heliord because Baul had sensed a disturbance in the air.
Oh,
Where there
great.
was a disturbance, there was sure to be a Hermes Blastia. But what I found there was not a Blastia, it was a person. That had never happened before.
So it wasn't like you were looking for Estelle in particular back at Heliord.
Yet for some reason, Baul perceived Estelle as a disturbance in the air. I had to find out why. For the sake of the path I've chosen.
Okay.
It was at that time that Pharaoh first appeared. He seemed to have some idea who Estelle was. My mission was to destroy all the Hermes Blastia. However, Estelle was obviously not a Blastia. I needed to make absolutely certain. I made a deal with Pharaoh, and he agreed to grant me some time.
You mean...
If it became apparent that her existence posed too great a threat, then I would kill her.
You what?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of what she also was leading up to. It makes sense.
Wait! Rita!
Settle down. Obviously, Judith reached a different conclusion.
All right, I get it.
Belius said you possess a heart of compassion. If you can communicate that to Pharaoh somehow, you may learn what you should do.
Learn what's good.
Hey, there's no real reason for you to fight Pharaoh anymore, right?
We still have to talk to
I
him,
mean,
though.
we know the Hermes Blastia are what's causing the problem and everything. If we just make sure the Apatheia don't fall into the wrong hands...
I still want to meet Pharaoh. I want to hear what he has to tell me.
But...
Okay.
Please try to understand. I have to know more about myself and take responsibility for who I am.
Good on you, Estelle.
Sorry, Yuri. I don't think we can decide what to do about Judith right away.
I promise not to leave again until things have been settled, as you said. I need to accept that responsibility myself.
Let's go and find Pharaoh. We'll finally be getting around to one of the first things we set out to do. We can work out the rest once this is finished.
There is a rocky crag in the center of the sands of Kogor. That is where Pharaoh lives.
We've seen that many times.
Baul can take us there.
Okay, let's go. This meeting's been a long time coming.
Well, time to go fly to Pharaoh. Do we have any free range yet, or is that not until later?
I can communicate with Baul, but there are still a few things you should know.
Like what?
Baul can only land on the ground in wide, open spaces. So you
Yep.
won't be able to dismount on steep mountain ranges or in narrow canyons.
Yep.
Can't he land on water?
Water's no good either.
Really? He looks like he'd be a good swimmer.
Yeah, he'd sink like a rock.
Huh. Who knew?
But that's why we have a ship, right?
Right. If you'd like to get down onto the ocean, let me know. Baul will set our ship down there for us.
Okay, but what should we do when we want to fly again?
Use Baul's horn to call him to you.
Yep.
Bubbles. That's all there is to it?
Every Intellicaea has a special region in its brain that can be used for communication with a special power Critians possess.
Huh. So we can get a hold of him by using that.
Right.
Baul's horn, which looks kind of badass, actually. Press left or L3, and you can basically fly. It's the same. It's the same controls as the ship. And god damn, does the game open up to us now fully. Oh, this makes life so much easier. You guys don't even freaking know. So, yeah, this big.
Judith, you're familiar with Pharaoh, aren't you?
Is he really as scary as he seems?
Well, let's see. Sometimes he's logical, sometimes he's emotional. He can be really scary or really kind.
Alright, that didn't help very much.
One thing's certain, his power's extraordinary, even among the Intellicaea.
Here's hoping we don't wind up looking like poor old Mount Temsa the moment we meet him.
If he can do that to a mountain, there wouldn't be anything left if he turned on us.
I wish you wouldn't joke about scary things like that.
Why should we get scared before we even get there? Especially if he's that strong.
Wish I could take it as lightly as you and Yuri.
I don't think they're taking it lightly. I just think they know how to trick their own minds effectively. Oh, can we not save? I want to save, actually. Ground level, save. Is Judith? Yeah, Judith's staying with Patty. Crap. Okay, in that case, we pick me up, Baul. Freaking fly me. Actually, hold on. I think there's a cutscene here we can trigger. If not, I got more than enough money and I don't mind spending it. We can also make some cool stuff now. I think this... I don't remember if this is the case. Also, hi. Okay. I didn't know this triggered here. Yeah, stay the night. Well, that was Don't Worry something I saw. Okay. Judith had some words of wisdom there. Crap.
I never imagined you'd be able to speak with the Intellicaea.
Well, I use a Critian technique to do it. Wait, do I detect a little jealousy?
Maybe. Right, Repeat?
Yuri, you want to talk to Repeat?
I think the two of you understand each other well enough already.
I got him pretty well figured out, but I don't know if he understands me.
I think he feels the same way.
Okay. Okay, do we have more? Okay, so it's not. There's a scene I remember from a Let's Play from years and years ago. Freaking, who was I watching? I was watching Miss Sayanella. I remember there's a cutscene that happens here. I just don't remember when it happens because Miss Sayanella's Let's Play wasn't 100%, and I also don't blame her for not doing 100% because these games are ridiculous with their freaking 100% criteria. I should know because I've attempted it on several different games, not just this one. Also, fart knockers. I need to buy another one. That's fine. Whatever we can make, I'll make, and whatever we can't make, I will attempt to make. Cockatrice claw, we can grind that up later. I have both of you, do I not? It's saying to me I don't have both of you. Oh, because you're different variants. Frick. In that case, sure, let's make a little bit here and there. Yeah, we don't need that at all. Chain whip we don't need. Whip we don't need. Revival belt we don't need. Grand Scepter. I will... Actually, maybe I don't want to improve that because I don't know what skills you had on that originally. That's... Yeah, you have that equipped already. You don't have this equipped. You don't have that. Gonna make everything for everyone because everyone deserves some chance of getting their stuff up. Huh? I mean, goddamn, there's a lot you need the claws for, but jeez. Warpike. I'll get that because once again, I want to get every skill, or at least close enough to every skill. We need the beta version of you. Crescent Axe you already have. Ogre Axe you already have. I already have you. We're gonna need Volpo's Sword 1 plus 1. We don't have you. I'll try to get you later. Iron Grip. Sword Seal the Power of the Wind on me. Okay, that's for Estelle. This could be for Estelle, Yuri, and Flynn. Ice Coffin. Which one do I want to make, though? I guess Ice Coffin Alpha. God, I'm going to be grinding a lot to get stuff that I want. But that's also kind of like just the rule of this game, though. Raven finally has a new sub-weapon, which I can't make right now. So we'll hold off on that. No new sub-weapons. I'm not gonna make those. Can we make any of the accessories yet? Also, that gives me a good question. Special flag. Yeah, didn't we get one from Tyson? When we fought him? What the crap was going on there? Ice Coffin. Wolf's Horn. Oh! Okay, so apparently he did. You don't have to make one super early game, but I did anyways, because why the hell not? Everything else is fine for right now? Fine for right now. Okay, cool. Can we complete anything that you requested for us, or can we not? I'm not probably gonna do your side quest, but I just want to know if I can do it. It's a trident. Whatever. Sure. So what the crap did that give us? Okay. 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 Are you worth doing? Something tells me you're not worth doing. Also, crap. Was Trident one of the few things that was exclusive? Or did we have several? We only had one. Crap. I'm assuming we could buy it, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't remember this game as well as I thought I did. Antilakea.
Belius, Baul? What sort of beings are Antilakea anyway?
They are the oldest intelligent life forms on Tercalumares.
So, they aren't monsters?
They aren't. It's said that they have a higher level of awareness than humans, though they don't have a civilization.
Shiver me timbers! The Entelakea were smart!
The reports we get from Baul are pretty accurate.
He's a smart boy.
That... I don't know why it's my brain and how it works, but that sounds so condescending. He's a smart boy. Don't ask me, my brain's weird at times. Okay, it's time to go see Pharaoh. Hello, Pharaoh. I need to speak to you.
So this is where Pharaoh is?
Should be. I wasn't able to see him when we came to the desert, but I think this is where we can meet him.
I hope nothing bad will happen. What if he suddenly attacks us?
I can't make any guarantees. I don't think we'll have a say in the matter.
That just means we need to do our best so nothing bad happens.
Yep.
Carol, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I should go.
Pharaoh sure did pick a bleak place to live in, don't you think?
They say this area used to be covered in lush greenery.
Okay.
Why did it turn into this rocky desert?
I don't know that much.
Estelle, are you really going to meet him? Even though you could be killed?
We kind of have to.
I've already made peace with this decision.
And she's going. She isn't gonna care. She made peace, and she's gonna. She knows the risk.
You've been acting a little funny ever since hearing Judy's story on the ship. Do you have a problem with meeting Pharaoh?
I just think it'll be hard on her to hear what he has to say. But it's too late to turn back now. We've come this far after all.
Yep. I think there's a save point, isn't there, or is it just cutscenes? Might just be cutscenes. Pharaoh, let's see you, because we're getting to the close. Getting close to the end arc of the game.
Maybe he's off somewhere taking a nap.
Pharaoh, you are here, aren't you?
It's fine. Hi there.
Insipid poison. You appear before me at last.
So you are here. Is that how you greet all your guests, Pharaoh? By calling them names?
For what reason have you come to me? Surely you are aware that I could end your existence with a mere thought.
Yep.
You talk pretty big, don't you? Well, if you really want to fight, I'd hate to disappoint you.
Yuri, no! Everyone, please wait!
Estelle!
Pharaoh, please hear what I have to say.
Does death hold no fear for you, little one? For you gaze now into the mouth of death itself.
Uh-huh.
I am afraid, but I'm even more afraid of dying without knowing who I really am. Belius told me I needed to meet you to learn about my destiny. I have to know just what that destiny is. I understand that I am a threat to the Entelakea, but you said that I am a poison to this world. What is this power I have? Just who is the child of the full moon? If it is true that my existence cannot be tolerated, then it's okay if I have to die. But I at least deserve to know why it is I have to die. Please tell me. I beg of you.
There was a time when this was a verdant land, sheltered by the blessing of an air crene.
Okay.
So there was an air crene here.
But what happened? Why did it change?
What you see are the results of too much air and its aftermath. As to why the air ran rampant, the answer lies with the poison brought by the child of the full moon.
Okay.
Huh?
The power of the child of the full moon stimulates the air crene more than any blastia.
Huh?
Blastia convert air into energy by way of a formula. So if Estelle can use her healing arts without the aid of any blastia, she must possess a formula in her very being that lets her convert air into energy. Judith
Okay.
was searching for blastia that used a particular kind of formula. So, this special formula Estelle has must also consume massive amounts of air, which causes the air crene to become more active and pump out more air than they should. I had hoped my hypothesis would have been wrong.
Then
It is as she has said. With each use of her power, the child of the full moon uses far more air than the blastia. In so doing, the imbalance of air in this world is furthered. For the planet, such an existence can only be called a poison.
True in some
So
sense.
you just wipe it out then? Little quick to judge, aren't you, Pharaoh?
This problem concerns the entire planet, and she is its cause. To do nothing would be unparalleled folly.
If the problem's with Estelle, then it's for us to solve.
That's right. We can't let anyone else handle it.
The gravity of this situation is beyond your grasp.
Uh-huh.
You don't honestly think that everything's gonna be all sunshine and rainbows if Estelle dies, do you?
It would at least eliminate one problem.
Pharaoh, at Heliord I stopped myself. And again at Dawngrest I stopped you. What I thought was a Blastia turned out to be a human. Before I realized it, I had lost my way. I never thought this child could be as great a danger as you had said.
And due to your confusion, I granted you the time necessary to see things as they are. As a result, my sister Belius is now lost to me. Enough. This power will bring only ruin.
Not sure I understand all this, but if her power's the problem, why can't she just not use it?
There can be no guarantee she will not try to use the power.
That's true. She does have trouble turning a blind eye to things happening around her. Someday she will surely use her power to help someone. However, as long as she keeps that spirit of compassion, she cannot only be seen as harmful.
True.
She is not like a Blastia. I know that you can feel the difference.
Compassion alone will not save this world.
Listen, Pharaoh, I get that you've thought all this through with everybody's best interest in mind, but why doesn't that world have a place for Estelle?
It is sometimes necessary to remove a part to save the whole.
I don't buy that for a second. What makes you so high and mighty that you're the one to decide who gets cut and who doesn't?
You know what? I feel I have a problem with this. If only because, like, Yuri in the mountain was like, well, I mean, I'm prepared to kill Judith and stuff. And, like, he heard the reasoning. Like, yes, he didn't because reasons dictate otherwise. But, like, in Pharaoh's case, like, he's kind of seen more than enough things to kind of just not necessarily have the same judgment calls. I don't know, this is probably a fight worth doing in the comments, but
We have endured the anxiety of existence for far greater a span than you can conceive. Such words mean nothing from those who call this world home for but a fleeting moment.
Pharaoh, please, listen. The important thing is finding a way to stop the excessive air, correct? We still have time left to search for such a thing.
Judith.
And if the effects of Estelle's power reach their absolute limit, I will kill her as promised. You should have no complaint with this.
Hey, Judith, are you serious?
I'm sure brave Vesperia will come up with something before that happens, right?
What? Yeah, of course we will.
Score one for Judith. So that settles it. If we humans are to blame for Estelle's problem and bringing on the apocalypse, then it's up to us to make things right. If we give it all we've got and still blow it, you can slow roast us on a grill for all I care.
You have changed. If you were still as before.
Have I? That is nice to hear.
Very well. Be ever mindful, though, that time is fleeting.
Okay, Pharaoh.
Wait! If the formulas are causing the excessive air, then there must have been times when this happened in the past. I mean, the Blastia were a product of an ancient civilization.
There exist those who have inherited the sins of the past. If any yet can speak of what occurred in the days of old, it is they.
Okay.
He's gone.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for everything, Yuri. Judith, you too.
No problem. But hey,
What?
it's okay if I have to die? What the hell was that?
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear that again.
I'm sorry.
He's just concerned. And possibly confused.
Man, I was really worried there for a while.
We were pretty lucky that bruiser was in a mood for conversation. Poor Raven's heart can't handle that sort of stuff anymore.
You're pretty gutless for an old man.
True.
Jeez, Patty, you've really got nerves of steel.
If he really wanted to kill Estelle, he'd have attacked us immediately. And that's what I can't figure out.
I imagine Pharaoh was conflicted as well. He hid himself from us in the desert to see just what we were made of.
Huh. Maybe he wasn't as bad as we thought after all.
You might be right. I get the feeling he'd do whatever's necessary when push comes to shove.
That sounds like you.
Maybe.
But what are we gonna do, Yuri? You heard what he said.
We're going to fix the problems the air's causing, and that's all.
That's easier said than done. We're pretty much at square one, you know.
Mm-hmm. And no one wants to be at square one.
I find this line hilarious every time because I have a shopping mall, like one of the biggest in my town, and it is actually called Square One. I find that hilarious.
There's no doubt that the formulas are related somehow to the air getting used up. We need to find out about the ancient Blastia, and if they went berserk or not. If we had that kind of information, it might give us a clue.
Ask those who have inherited the sins of the past about the days of old. Or at least that's what Pharaoh said.
Yep.
The Critia were the ones to invent the Blastia. In other words, we need to ask a Critian who is still familiar with the old stories.
Got it.
The Critia are often credited as the inventors of the Blastia.
There isn't much left of the Critian city of Timza, though.
It'd be a lot easier if there were more cities.
The hidden city of Miorzo. It is far older than Timza, and the birthplace of the Critia. The first Blastia also originated there.
Okay.
Really? Wow, you wouldn't happen to know where this Miorzo might be, would you, darling?
I do.
I've heard that name somewhere. There was a Critian in Ospio. I'm sure they mentioned something about it.
Do you think that person might still be there?
Well, there's no harm in checking it out.
Judith, are you coming with us?
I should. We still have the issue of the guild to straighten out.
So, to Ospio then.
Okay, to Austria indeed. Okay, little heads up. This entire part of the game is just gonna be flying around for a long time.
Here.
Already? The girls look like they're doing fine.
Was that Estelle? Listen, her stomach's rumbling too.
I can wait. Though it's been a little difficult.
That sounded like it came from Rita.
Judy, you too? You're trying to see who can hold out the longest?
Perhaps a diet is a little bit like a competition in holding out.
A diet? What do you need a diet for? Especially you, Rita. Lose any more weight and you'll...
I'm just waiting until I finish reading this book, okay?
Okay. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember the map that well, so I'm gonna be pulling up the large scale one for a bit. Okay, so I know the actual location of Missio, however the hell you pronounce it. It's somewhere, it's generally in this location. I'm kind of curious if you can see it now or we have to wait until a bit later. Okay, we definitely have to wait until a bit later. To Austria then! So, between now and next time, I'm going to also just fill out the map to remember where things are. So I'll see you guys next time on Let's Play Tales of Vesperia, where we will finally start getting freaking good side quests that are going to last us until like the end of the game. I also, once again, have to refamiliarize myself entirely with the map because there are some things that are going to be triggering a bit later. And I'm definitely going to have to refamiliarize myself with the map. So I'm going to fly around for like, go say, half an hour, probably an hour. Fill out the map, square by square, each continent, square by square. And I will see you guys next time on Let's Play Tales of Vesperia in front of Austria. Later.